What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is Dude with another Off the Ropes. This is episode 5, I believe. Episode 5 or episode 6? $5 foot long. Okay, anyway, I wanted to talk about the toxic nature of fandom. Again, I want to talk about this. This time with the AEW pay per view that happened on Saturday, All Out. Uh, I don't I don't know what it is. Whenever you talk negatively about AEW, either to the company or to the to the superstars of the company or to the fans of the company, they come back with such toxic vile venom to the name calling to the just all upset anger or to the length of blocking you because you talk negatively about their company. But let's point out the the three things that happened at AEW and why they're getting called out. Firstly, we're going to talk about the uh, we're going to talk about Matt Seidel uh, injury while performing a shooting star press. Now he botched the move, and the it was due to another bonus issue, I would say, due to the fact that it was extremely hot inside of the building, and with the humidity, it made the ring ropes tight. So botch. He messed up, and I'm hoping that he is. He says that he is okay. He thanks everybody for the well wishes and making sure that he is okay, and I'm glad that he is okay. Then comes to a certain uh, a certain man named Darby, who I still like. I don't like personally, I don't like him at all, and I don't get him at all. I don't get the hype behind him at all. He's kind of, I don't get it. But despite that, there was a there was a little segment, a little spot that had him in a duffel bag filled with glass and tacks. Was it? Was it glass and tacks or was it just tacks? Um, and he was thrown from the ring to the stage and hit his head. Now I hope that he's doing all right because that's a dangerous spot because you don't know what's going on. And again, it's like you guys tried this. Did you guys like practice this spot before, or was this kind of like on a whim, one time only thing where everyone, where it was going to be believed to be safe if we did it? I don't know the backstory of it, but I want to believe that they practiced it and it was just one bad night. I want to believe that, but at the same time, it's kind of like, why would you even try it in the first place? That's just me. Then comes the biggest one, the biggest complaint. Um, One of the worst decisions any wrestling company should make when it regards to a serious injury, or could have been a lot more serious than what it was. According now, I watched it. I watched it myself. And it it looked it looked so bad. It was bad. It was bad. It was bad. I can't even sugarcoat it. It was bad. It was bad. And he was knocked out. The referee put up two X's, right? She put up two X's. And that should have just stopped the match completely. But no. No, 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 no. Have Matt Hardy, who could be possibly concussed, who could have a serious concussion, you let him finish the match. So then Sammy can have his moment and fall off of the stage so Matt Hardy can win. Okay, the show must go on, I guess. Health of their superstars be damned, but they got to have the show go on. It's so frustrating that with those three serious, the serious possible injuries, one, one could have been fixed. One of them could have been fixed by just ending the match early. Matt Hardy's could have been fixed. The other two was just like, I want to say accidents happen. Like with Matt Seidel, accidents happen. Like I said, I hope all of these, like especially, I hope that everyone is okay after all of these things. I really do hope that they're all okay. And also, the fans want to still, despite all of these injuries and all of these, despite everything that was going on and the heat and temperature and everything like that, they still gave, like the fans of AEW still gives uh, that pay-per-view A+, 4.5 stars, and all these, just giving so much praise to this pay-per-view like it was a good pay-per-view. It wasn't. It wasn't a good pay-per-view. It just wasn't. It wasn't one of their best pay-per-views. It wasn't good. Just like with WWE. WWE does not have for like the past for the best part of this year, WWE hasn't had good pay-per-views. Like no real solid good pay-per-views where we're just like, oh, this is going to be a game changer. Oh, I can't wait to watch this. Oh, I can't wait to see what happens on Monday Night Raw or SmackDown. SummerSlam was a good example of I can't wait. Payback was a good example of I can't wait. Those were the pay-per-views that I said I was like I can't wait for to see what happens on the following weekly shows. I can't wait. Now, AEW just like there's no excuses for everything that happened to those three, and for the fans to just blindly say that it was a good show and to treat all the injuries and everything as just kind of like it's a part of the business. It shouldn't be a part of the business to be hurt. It shouldn't be a part of the business to feel like your company cares more about finishing a spot or finishing a match than the actual participants of the match. When, but what makes it worse is the fact that everyone is believing the owner of the company, right? Tony Khan. They're believing him more than they're believing the wife of the person that got injured. Like, is that just is it me, or just that is that does that sound a little bit bonkers? for you to believe, for you to believe Tony Khan was like, oh, we gave the right concussion protocols, and he passed, so we just continued the match. But as a precaution, y'all sent him to the hospital anyway. No, you don't know how to. That was obviously you sent him to the hospital because he still told you I'm hurting. He probably told you that it still hurts. I still got a headache. I still got this. He probably told you that, and you're gonna PR it and talk about some. Oh, as a precaution, we're gonna send him to the hospital, even though he passed our test. We're gonna send him to the hospital anyway. What does that make any sense? Does that make any sense? Like, if you tested him, you should have been like, all right, you can just go home and just rest. That would have been the case, but it wasn't. It was I'm go to he's going to be taken to the hospital as a precaution. No, he's got taken to the hospital because your little concussion protocol is garbage. It was probably garbage, straight like your pay per view. The fandom of AEW, the ones that that watched the entire show, talking about the one thing that delivered was the tag team match with the FTR. And the tag team match was great. The tag team match was not great. Oh, this is also a review of AEW. I did not like the pay per view whatsoever. Again, it wasn't their best work, it was their worst outing with the company. And the company, although it is fresh, it is a year old, it should be able to learn due to the fact that you can't even excuse the fact that they're a year old because of the fact that uh, they have more veterans of wrestling that have learned from all over the world, wherever they wrestled. They learned from all over there and could adapt it to their company, but they chose not to. They chose to just be risky as just kind of, I don't know, give their fans the least of what they have to offer, or just kind of, it's wrestling. It's a wrestling frat house, pretty much, with the fraternity being that of Cody Rhodes and his besties. That's what it is. That's all it is. And for the fans that don't see it, go for it. I mean, go for what you like, and that's it.